Like the stream as you come on into the chat. You know what's crazy? I didn't get to the show on time. I usually try to do the shows around like 6 or so ish. But I had to put up the video about Will Smith and Jada. Like that came up when I was putting this show together. So I had to push that back. Then another situation occurred on Twitter with August Alsina. He's having himself a bit of a meltdown. I mean, I don't know if I call it a meltdown, but they're calling it a meltdown. There's a lot of people in this comment saying it's a meltdown. He's going after Keke Palmer. I actually recorded that video before I went live. You know, I just had to. I may put it up tonight. I may put it up tomorrow. You know. But we back live. Salute to everybody that's here early. I appreciate that. Shout out to Shop with the first super chat. I mean, there's just so much happening quickly, and I'm just recording it and then posting it, you know? But yeah, man, make sure y'all like the stream. Let's see who's here. All right.
I feel bad for Ty, Willow, and Jaden rolling on the floor laughing.
Well, I will say this, though. It's good that all of them are older. So they're not young kids that to where they don't really understand the gravity of the situation. I think they're used to their parents being who they are, you know. Let's see. True ATL and Gemini, Ednice, Deshaun, Naima, Buckner was good. Ednice. Ernest, Nick, the Magnificent, Vern 85, Organics, Steven, Book Outer Case, Gemini, 605, Jerome, Rose Gold, let's see. Gerard, Lando, Cool Gent, Kaijin, Ramir, Mike's Meticulous Details, Renee, Michael, Ayisa, Mike Dwayne. I appreciate the PayPal donation. The other show, yesterday's show. Appreciate it. Double D, Mr. Old School, Numero Uno, T Malone, Jolene. Colin was good. I'm him. Denmark, Angelo, Ocean, see Shaw, Rising Animator, Panama J, D-Stroke, M Weezy, Carl Page Jr. Yeah, Carl Page one. I seen the post you sent me, bro, on Twitter, man. Let's see, Miami. Hey boy, Israel. I think that's everybody that's here. Now, I'm sure a lot of y'all have either seen my video or you've heard about what happened on social media. I've been on top of all this. Okay, Black Rhino. Yeah, Christopher, it has been a while, man. I'm seeing some people. It's been a minute since I've seen some people in here. But I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know what's going on. You know what's crazy? When I recorded the video about Will and Jada, right, I had to put a pause on it because, you know, YouTube was doing some checking of the video to make sure so, you know, everything is good to go. So I had to wait an extra almost hour before I actually was putting up the video when I wanted to, you know. But I've made a couple videos about Will and Jada and their situation with August Alsina, right? I think it's a marriage of mutually being beneficial to both of them. You know, I think it's definitely beneficial to Will. I think it's beneficial to Jada. But as Jada told Will, she hasn't been happy in a long time. You know, she wanted to, I think she just wanted to feel young again. She wanted to feel like herself again. Because she was known to be very energetic and free spirited. You know, they both, the energies matched each other almost, you know. If you look at old pictures of them and videos of them, you see that from her. But she hasn't had that in a long time. And I think that August gave her that outlet to sort of be more and more herself instead of a wife and mom. You know, she can be Jada, you know, before she met Will, you know. What's good, Ricky E? Killer Side, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Hopefully everybody else is doing all right in these troubling times, you know. Because these are, you know, very troubling times, you know. So, let's see, hold on. The thing a lot of people got to understand, like, when it comes to relationships and marriage, is that somebody's going to get bored, and it's usually the woman who gets bored. Like, she's looking for something. You know, she's like, when you try to take somebody who's used to a certain lifestyle, right? They're used to going out all the time. They're used to traveling and whatnot. They're used to having singles nights with their girlfriends. They're used to having guy friends all the time. You know what I'm saying? They're used to certain things. When you get with them and you get in a relationship with them and you marry them, a lot of times they let go of some of that or most of that. And it gets to a point to where they want to have that again. They want to have that again. Now, if this was something that was private, I don't think it would have been seen as a big deal. But I said it in my video, my initial video. I said Will Smith really, I think this bruises ego. No guy wants the world to know that he allegedly gave the other guy permission to be with his wife. I mean, and Will was never going to admit to that. And he's going to deny that. That's why he reluctantly went on this Red Table Talk show. I don't think he wanted to be on there, but he went on there because he wanted to clear the air. He wanted to. It was very funny. I had somebody comment in my video today. They said Will didn't force his wife to admit they were in a relationship. You're reaching, right? But he did force her to admit it was a relationship. She was trying to say it was an entanglement, whatever that means. I think that's the new hot word of the day, entanglement. He had to make her basically say, listen, you know, yeah, it was a relationship. Because what does entanglement mean? Do y'all know what entanglement mean? Is that a new word for women to use when they step out of a relationship? You know what I'm saying? It's an entanglement. It was a situation. Didn't mean much. What's good, Gerald? You cannot tame these unhappy wives and girlfriends, man. If they want to leave, they're going to leave, man. If they want another guy, they're going to get with that other guy. They're going to build a rapport with somebody else, and they're going to groom your replacement. Most women out here are grooming replacements, whether y'all understand it or not, man. Some of these guys think that because they're laying pipe in the bedroom, that's all a woman wants. That's not all she wants, man. Women can get the dizzick from anywhere, okay? Women can get the dizzick from anywhere. But it's all about her mind. She wants to feel like she's with somebody who mentally she can learn from, who she has trust in, who she feels like she benefits from. But some guys naively believe that because they're they're quote unquote laying pipe to these women that's gonna make that woman faithful. That's gonna make her want to stay with them, bro. You're gonna need more than that. You're gonna need more than that, or they are going to get bored because they actually want not all, but a lot of times there are women that want to be with guys that have some answers, and if you ain't got the answers, if they talk to you and it's like talking to a wall, they're not learning anything from you. They have to tell you everything. They have to put you up on, game, so to speak. There's a lot of guys that are just naive, man. Women ain't gonna stay because you lay in the pipe. I'm sorry to tell some of you guys that believe that, but that's not true. Okay? That's not true. Women even cheat on men that are rich. So obviously money ain't gonna keep a woman, faithful and not wanting to embarrass you in front of the world. Women want excitement. They want to feel like there's an air of unpredictability. That's why they will give chance to dysfunctional males, because those guys have an air of unpredictability. Right or wrong. So you be with somebody for over 20 years.
Jay, this is such a
you're gonna
bad
have
example for Willow
problems,
man face palming dark skin tone.
Well, I think that Willow understands what's going on. She's not dumb. Willow understands what's going on. But I think with Will, she was. This to be real. Was Will Smith ever Jada Pinkett Smith's type? You gotta ask yourself that. Was he really her type? I think she always will have a kinship with Tupac.
No wonder Jaden boyfriend is Tyler the Creator. Lol.
Well, allegedly, I don't know, but I think that honestly, people have speculated whether the relationship was open. Honestly, I don't even care, because couples are going to do what couples do. But it was very clear that this wasn't a mutual situation to deal with August. They apparently were separated. Will didn't give his consent. But I think one of the things that made it bad is that, he befriended August, or Augie, or Og. What do you call him, Og? He befriended him. He felt that there was trust there. Meanwhile, this guy's trying to smash your wife. And I think that if this was done more privately, it may not have been a problem. But publicly, it's going to be a problem, because Will Smith has a certain image that he wants out there. He doesn't want this image of a guy who's being cucked. He wants the image to be of a family man. They're able to keep their problems in house. They don't have these situations with the blogs and social media.
Once they changed their status to life partners, it might be been all downhill from there.
Shit, AJ. It has been very much so downhill, and as I said before, I don't believe that he was ever really her type. He was a guy who was able to get with her because of his status and everything he had and his personality. I think that she liked that, but I do think that deep down she wants a Tupac. I think that love is still there. She even told Will to his face that she still had love for Tupac. What does that tell you about her mindset, man? She's constantly telling this guy he's inadequate without telling him he's inadequate. They
call men dogs for cheating, but they use entanglement when they cheat.
Right. Entanglement. Entanglement is a word that most women are going to be using now,
Will was caught up in a fantasy and he ignored the red flags.
Appreciate that, man. And absolutely he did, because he was in love with her. He really liked her. He really wanted to be with her. So he was willing to ignore those red flags, which is what you should never do. As a man, you should never ignore the red flags. But also, what this red table talk really showed me was that they want to make it normal for men to forgive women for, I wouldn't say stepping out of a relationship, but I would say being untrustworthy in a relationship. They should be forgiven for that. You know, and when she admitted to being in a relationship with August or Og, she basically went into, I was going through a bad time. I was broken. And it's like, okay, you were broken. You were broken, now what? You know? What are you going to add to the fact that you were broken? Can you add any more to that? You were broken, then the what? You were lonely? Did Will piss you off? Because Will made it very clear that he was done with the marriage. He made it clear he wanted to leave the marriage, but I think she convinced him to stay. I think she was able to say, you know what, we've been together for this long. We have this going. You don't want to ruin it, because I guarantee you she would have ruined him in court. She would have ruined him in court, I guarantee you. And he knew that. So he said, man, I'm between a rock and a hard place. What am I to do? So he's like, okay, well, if you don't do it again, we good. But then August Alsina come around and he brings it back up. And he brings it back up, man. He brings it back up. And you could tell on his face that he was frustrated. Will was frustrated. He thought that was over. He thought this whole situation that had been making him look bad was over. But it's not. It's only making him look more and more like a sympathetic figure, which actually may benefit him, but that's not how he wants to look. He doesn't want to be perceived as a failure as a husband anymore. Because I've told y'all about how he talks about how he failed in his first marriage. And he's going to be upset at himself, because to him as a man, it's up to him to keep the relationship going in the right direction. It's up to him to not screw things up. And he needs to look at the person in front of him, because I don't think it was when they were just taking a break. I think it was going on before and after the break, to be honest with you. But she's going to make it seem like it wasn't. Why you think August Alsina is tripping out on Twitter right now? Because, man, listen, when you're dealing with somebody who's a bit manipulative, I think I've said that before about Jada Pinkett. She's very good with words, okay? She's very good at being able to make you feel like you're the problem and that you need to repent for all the issues that you're facing, that it's ultimately your fault and you need to make up for your inadequacies. She's very good at that. She's not the only one. And there are women that have a talent for that. They have a talent for being able to get men to basically take the blame, to look deep into themselves. But the one thing also is that marriage does change men. Marriage absolutely changes men. And that's why men don't divorce, because we do get comfortable in these marriages. And there are a lot of women who aren't comfortable in those marriages and they want out. They think that they can do better, you know? So they want the opportunity to be single again to prove they can do better. And if things don't work out like it did when Will and Jada broke up, then they'll go right back to the person that they were with. But ultimately, I didn't see any accountability in this red table talk whatsoever. There was no accountability done. It was her making herself seem like she was a victim. And that's what happens when women get caught cheating. They always make themselves the victims. Okay? It's always they were upset, they were frustrated. You know, you messed around too. You were dealing with other women. You know? And that's their cue to go do what they do. But you never hear them say that until they get caught up. You know? Until they're pointing the finger. Hitch 2 Entanglement Edition. Yeah, entanglement is definitely the word of the day. Right? Entanglement is like the word of the day. Now Will Smith is trending on Twitter, and people are really feeling bad for him out here. You know?
Hitch 2, Entanglement Edition. Eggplant woman running peach.
Appreciate that, Vernon. Yeah, Will looked hurt, but he was putting on a brave face, man. Like he was really putting on a brave face because he wants this marriage to work. He doesn't want it to fail. You know? Because I would say this, he doesn't want to divorce. That's not the route, he wants to go.
Jada took advantage of a sick man. She a predator.
Well, August was sick, and she says she was trying to help him. Yeah, that doesn't make the situation any better. The fact that he was going through something, and she got with him. People are discussing the pain in this king's eyes. Yeah, just look. This is the look of a man who's tired. This is the look of a man who, I think Jada is not being 100%. He knows it, but he has to be Will Smith. He has to turn it on and off. He has to, be the guy that, is entertaining. And that can become tiring, because Will Smith, for the most part, when he didn't want to be around Jada, he could always go and shoot, films to where he didn't have to be around her. But because of this pandemic, he's had to be around Jada even more, okay, which cannot be good for his stress level. I'm sure of that, because he was able to tolerate her because he was on the road. He was filming movies, but now because he hasn't been filming anything in the last couple of months, he's been around her more, going on press tours, that distance probably helped keep that marriage together. But what this pandemic does, it removes, not removes, but it shows the cracks, in the foundations of a relationship. And we have seen so many relationships bite the dust. And that's what this pandemic has exposed. So he's not able to be on the road and have his distance. So he's around her a little bit more, and this situation is getting to him. Because he knows that Jada Pinkett is not being forthright. He knows this. But what else is he going to do? Is he going to get into an expensive divorce? He's not even filming right now. That would usually probably take his mind off of what was going on at home, is the fact that he was able to go and work. But because he can't go and work, they're not doing any, filmings right now, especially on the things that he's working on. He has to see Jada Pinkett every day. And that can't be good on him psychologically. That's why he looks so out of it and looks disheveled. This is why it's very important to choose your happiness over trying to keep something together that is falling apart. The kids are grown, basically. I think all of them over the age 18. So there's no reason to just stick it out for the kids. The kids are grown now. and doing their own weird things. So in this situation, I would tell Will, do what's in the best interest of you, man. Because you only have one life, you need to be as happy as possible. There's no need to be with somebody who clearly does not have that respect level for you. And they have you on social media looking like this. We can see the pain in your eyes, bro. We can. Just the disappointment and shame. Not the same jovial Will Smith that we've all grown to know. Just somebody who's just trying to figure out what's going on. Trying to figure out, is there still something going on there? Never get complacent in a situation where you don't care if you're happy or not. Because at the end of the day, if you're unhappy, you have nobody but yourself to blame. And that's going to make it even worse. That you live a life that you weren't happy in. To the point to where you have regrets about what you should have done and what you didn't do. I know divorce isn't easy, and that it will be easier maybe to stick it out. But sometimes you got to take the road less traveled. Sometimes you have to take the road that's less traveled, you know? Let's see. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna take phone calls. Take some calls. Yes, and let's keep the calls brief. Let's see.
Tupac had all the finest women in the 90s. Jada Pinkett, Janet Jackson, and Jasmine Guy from A Different World TV show. Pac would read Jada.
Yeah, Pac was very popular back in the day. Yo, you live. What's up?
Yo, what's up? This is Enrique the official, and I just want to say, man, this is just very crazy, bro. This is just like seeing a man who really put a lot into his family and being disrespected like this openly.
Yeah.
Man, Jada, that's a selfish person, man. Like he needs to get away from her, divorce her. But yeah, man, it's terrible.
Yeah. Maybe he'll make that move. I don't know. It'd be totally dependent on him. You know, she's not going away right now.
Exactly, but it just makes me think like how, like, cause I've seen it, and like, I've seen in the past older men going through 3-4 divorces. It just makes me really wonder how big is like the MGTOW and the red pill movement in our community. Like, is it? I think it's really like 1%, man. It's crazy.
It is a small percentage of us, because when you go to different platforms and you talk about the red pill MGTOW, a lot of these guys don't know what that is. They'll shame you for speaking on that because they don't understand it. You know, in their minds, they got to chase women. That's all they know, and put up with women's behavior, and they think that that's normal. You know, to put up with dysfunctional behavior. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just hope we can all learn from this, man, and just live our life the way we want to. So I feel bad because Will is a child, like, he's my childhood hero. So this is just crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you don't know.
Yeah, but all right, bro, keep it up, man.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for the call, bro. All right.
No problem.
All right. All right. Lines are open. Make sure y'all like the stream. All right. Yo, you live. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Jay?
What's good, man?
Yeah, man, nothing, man. I was just watching the video, and I looked up the Will too as a kid, and just seeing them go through that, man. I'm not gonna even lie. I don't know him personally, but it kind of hurt. It hurt a little bit because I think as men we all been there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I think you hit it on the money, bro. Was that he's been chasing her, for quite some time now. 6, 7 years, I know he was putting in work trying to get her, and that's why, man, you just can't chase them, bro. And fortunately, it always trembles down to this. And then I also wanted to just talk about Jada real quick through the interview process. The interview, just the mentality she had on one. She was more concerned about protecting her image than the truth. Two, and this was a slap in the face right here, bro. Two, she actually cleared August's name and made sure that he wasn't a homewrecker.
Right.
Right in front of her man's face.
Yep.
And then three, I gotta say, man, because everybody know Will on camera, he's usually himself.
Yeah.
And the third slap in the face was when, like you said, she used the word entanglement, and I think Will was in so much pain he had to just laugh it off. Like, really?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna hold up the call too long. But this message I just want to say out there to the men, man, is this: Will is a multi-millionaire and a legend in what he does, and he still got this, from his wife. So with that being said, you hit it on the money, bro. It's just don't chase him, bro. Don't chase him. And much love to everybody.
Yo, okay, cool, man. Well, thanks for the call, bro.
Will is a multi.
All right.
Yeah. He still got this.
Yo, you live.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, let me ask you in the chat. Do y'all hear echo? Do any of you hear echo in the chat room? Y'all hear echo? Yo, go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's a crazy situation. I think Jada coaxed Will Smith into that interview because if you read his body language, like you could tell by the way he's sitting, by the way he's looking at Jada, and by like his reaction, like he does not want to be there. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't even want to go on the script that I guess Jada tried to give to him, because like during the interview, he kind of broke from it and he kind of like said what he said. Like when he said that he was going to get Jada back, and then Jada was like, okay, you want to do that because you want to be petty? That was a real genuine moment. And then like at the end of the interview, he was like, I told you that I would love you through anything. How am I doing? That was like the obvious sign that he did that interview so Jada could have some damage control. And I'm like, he's really trying to use Will to pretty much like cover her ass and not take accountability.
Yeah.
So, I think that's what's up in the situation, because it's like, I would have respected it more if she just would have came out by herself and explained the situation. Okay. I didn't think she needed to drag Will into this shit.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, because she wants the show to do good, she's gonna drag him on there.
Yeah, because I think the way she tried to plan it was to say, okay, we wasn't swingers, we was separated, and me and August was a fling. That's why she kept trying to say entanglement. Me and August was a fling, and he got confused, and that happened, and then we broke up, and Will knew about it, and we got over it with therapy, and that was the end of it. But it honestly, it just exposed her even more. And I just didn't like the fact that she didn't really take accountability for the situation like she should have.
Yeah. A lot of people point that out.
Yeah, but that's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Appreciate you, Jada Black.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the call, man. All right. I'm trying to make sure there's no echo. You know, there also could be a bit of self-sabotage there, too. You know, Raheem, you might be right. Yo, what's up?
Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, too. What's up with you, Beth?
I wanted to say a couple of things.
Okay.
One, I think he should have stayed with his first wife and not mess with that husky in the first place.
You said what?
I said I think he should have stayed with his first wife and messing with that.
I mean, he might still care for her, but it didn't work out, and there's really no telling which side did what. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, might have been more on his side. Maybe he didn't take the marriage seriously, you know?
I think she's looking like a better option now.
Well, she's single now.
Trey is normal. The oldest son is normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The one they didn't raise is behaving himself like a normal person and probably has a job. The other two, they're gonna have to work for the rest of their lives to support them. So neither one of them can do anything.
Yeah, you can tell Jada. You could tell Jada. Definitely raised those two. Huh?
Well, she had more time on her hands. She had nothing else better to do. You know, just up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, other than that little, red footstool show she had.
Yeah, and she wants it to be a big time show, so she's willing to put her family out there. Yeah.
Man, well, I think they need to go back to it. I think they need to go back there. They don't need to be out there. They need to stay at home.
You know,
another thing I'll say is this is what happens when women end up with the guy that they really didn't want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
And they just got with them because they were, oh, well, he's this material, whatever, but they didn't really want to be with them.
Yeah. It might be because the people say she still loves Tupac.
Yeah, but I mean, and look how that's working out. You know, just because you married, the family man doesn't mean, look how she's acting. So it's very clear she didn't really want to be there. Very clear her love is 6 feet under, worms eating the rest of his remains.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely still got love for Tupac, man. And that love not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, and that's why I think that people need to just be with who they really want to be with. Even if they're no good, let them do that. Because if they're with somebody they don't really want to be with, they're not going to act right. They're just going to act a fool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I tell people, man, date who you want to and don't date just because other people think you should. You know what I'm saying?
I think people need to be with who they want to be with. Don't get with this person because, oh, well, I'm not feeling it, but this, no. That, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think this kind of stuff happens all the time, and we just don't even know about it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stories people could tell you on it,
I think that both of them wanted to be with, a hood rat. I think she wanted Tupac. She wanted a hood dude. And I remember when he was chasing after Peppa, she wanted a hood dude, and he wanted a hood female, and they settled for each other, and now they're miserable.
Well, there's only one way to go then from this. Separate.
I mean, I don't think neither one of them needs to be back on the market. I mean, why do that to somebody? Well, he could be fine. He'll be fine in the market, but her, I mean, why do that to somebody? Hasn't people suffered enough already? Why do that to somebody?
Well, that's why she'll stay in that marriage, because she knows that there's not much she can, as far as the dating market is concerned, you know?
Maybe she can get with August, you know?
I don't know. I think that door might be closed. But hey, Beth, I got to go to some other calls, but thank you for calling in, okay? Beth, you there? All right. Yo, you live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Red pill show. I mean, whatever you call it. It puts her in a position of power, man. Most females are going to look at her as a heroic figure, you know?
Okay. Yo, the sound is going in and out.
Yeah.
Yo, you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, man, keep it short. You know, just the mere fact that he went on her show. And it's her show. And,
yeah.
I mean, she didn't really admit to like doing them wrong. She made the excuse, and it just makes her look in feminist eyes and women's eyes. She don't look like she lived her truth and did something empowering. You know, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out for him. It's not gonna work good for him. It's not gonna make him look good, even if he gets a divorce. You know, they're gonna turn it on him. Because she seemed like she turned it on him.
Yeah, well, she made herself the victim, or she tried to.
Exactly. You know, it's like she's not taking real responsibility for what she did. She probably making the woman out there think that she was helping the kid August, you know? That's how she wanted to be looked at, you know? The entanglement. The euphemism, that's not a new euphemism for women when they go out and cheat, man. Yeah, I was in an entanglement, you know?
Yeah, that's a new word to use, yeah.
It's something else, man. But yeah, like the last thing is that it's not going to look good for him if they get a divorce. Because if you look at how all the guys that whose women left them during this COVID-19 thing, all the celebrities, the way they make the articles is like the women are doing something so good for leaving the dude, you know. So it won't look good for Will, man.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say, bro.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, bro. Shout out to you. Yo, you live? What's good?
Mr. J, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man.
You know, I want to commend you. You're doing a great job, and I really enjoy your channel and your content.
Thank you, bro.
I'm 60 years old, brother, and I've been following you for a long time, and the topics that you talk about, you talk like an old man.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, you got wisdom. And this situation with Will and Jada, you know, they Hollywood swinging. You know, I mean, that's what it's about. And a lot of our people, they get emotional about relationships. But in Hollywood, they all switch off with each other's wives and friends and things like that.
Yeah.
And you know, you can see a little pain in Will's eyes because people overlook the fact he said, "I'm going to get you back."
Yeah, he did say that. He said, "I'm going to get you back." He meant that.
Yeah. And so, and then she said, "Well, you already got me back, you know, because of this alleged sweet young tender that he had been on vacation with." So, you know, that's how they roll. I mean, in her case, you know, her son brought a little young man into their life, and you know, it was nothing more than just sex. She tried to dress it up as relationship. You know, well, we had a relationship. What can a 20-something-year-old man offer a 42-year-old rich woman?
Who's married? I mean, she's married, so I think. Well, she was offering to help him. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And she, you know, she used him and played him, and that was that, you know. But man, I love your channel, and I will be sending some things through your PayPal.
Okay.
I love what you're doing. God bless you, brother. I ain't gonna hold you up with a bunch of nah, you know.
Okay.
God bless
man. Well,
you, man.
Too, man. Thanks
you
for
stay
the call,
safe.
Man. All
Bye
right,
bye.
man. You too, man. Thanks for the call, and I appreciate you watching and support, man. Shout out to him. You got the OG caller calling in. That may be why the Skype has been tripping, because I gotta update it. Let's see. I may take 1 or 2 more calls, man. Yo, you live. What's up?
What's up, Jay? DT, man.
What's good, DT?
Man, I can't help but feel bad for Will a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people are. He's trending on Twitter. Poor Will, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people are. Yeah.
I mean, you can't help it, because he really thought he found the one, and then all of a sudden this kind of thing happens, and I don't want to be a negative person. I really don't, but it kind of makes me lose faith a little bit.
Well, they were like the standard for like black relationships a long time.
Yeah. I don't know who to trust. That's the thing about it.
Well, I mean, it's hard to trust anybody, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I hope Will doesn't. I mean, whatever Will decides to do, I mean, whatever everybody decides to do, I hope they figure out the right thing. And if that's like the other caller said, if they do get a divorce, it's going to be messy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. That's why it paused. That's why he had to pause it and say, man, I don't know. I want to leave, but then I don't want to leave my money behind, you know?
Yeah, I get that. And especially with the pandemic going on, nothing shooting right now.
Yeah, so you're not making money right now.
Yeah, anyway, Jay, I'm not going to hold you too long. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in here.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not giving up completely. I know there's someone out there. There's someone out there for everybody. So
yeah, absolutely. Oh, right, but appreciate the call, though, DT.
All right, red pill all day, man. Happy Friday and take care.
All right, man, red pill all day. Happy Friday to you, too, man. All right, shout out to DT with the optimism. There's nothing wrong with good optimism. Good optimism is good, you know? Yo, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing much, man.
Yeah, I was calling. I just got into your channel here. It was on live. On my recommended.
Okay.
And, I wanted to see my take on the Jada Smith and Will Smith.
Okay.
But it's so funny because I had watched the interview a little bit, and it was so real how Jada was more compassionate when she talked about Pop than she talked to Will Smith. So for me, I just wanted to get my intake on that, because when you in love with a man, and that especially when they're alone, it's like, why would you want to be with that woman, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my intake on that.
Oh, okay. All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for checking in. All right.
All right.
All right, peace. Shout out to him. Yo, you live. What's good?
She not going to leave. He the meal ticket.
Yeah, what's going on? You live. What's up?
Hey, I'm just letting you know I'm a big fan of your movement, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let these people bring you down.
Cool, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
But I just want to say, like, this is what you've been talking about for years. Like, this is why rich people should not, rich men should never really get married unless this woman's really serious about you. You know. Yeah. This is just another example. So, like, it ain't nothing. We see this story all the time, and you know, and Will's pretty much stuck. He's stuck. You know, like, once because you know she's been messing around with him. If he divorces him, she still takes his money. So at the end of the day, like, he's stuck. You know, like, if I divorce divorce her,
Yeah.
she's still gonna make money.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, work a lot of money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
in a
He
tough
puts a
spot,
lot of
man.
money.
Yeah, because he said he wanted to leave. He was serious. He's like, I wanted to go. You know, a couple years ago, I was ready to leave. You know.
But he gonna take all his money.
Yeah. Yep.
And her kids are not fully grown. Like she can still get, child support if she really wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, he's in a tough situation, but I wouldn't sit there at that table and take that, embarrassment, because it was embarrassing. It wasn't clear in the air because she didn't really admit to anything except for a relationship. You know, even that she didn't even.
But like I saw like a clip. I feel like she like I feel like he prolonged the whole answer. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he basically told him a long verse that I slept with August.
Yeah. Uh-huh. He wanted her to tell everybody. He wanted her to tell everybody.
She wanted to be the victim, play the victim, like, which is kind of silly. Like, you kind of like make yourself look foolish trying to play the victim, man. Even though Will's been, he was probably ruined. He was messing around with
Aisha
other
and
people,
Steph
but
Curry is next.
he was probably
Damn
doing the
Steph
first and
man,
wasn't being
facepalm and
happy.
dark skin tone.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I tell you guys, choose your happiness always, because you only live once. You don't want to stress yourself out, throughout your life, especially when you don't have to.
Yeah, that's a serious no. But I appreciate the movement you've been doing, and keep doing what you're doing, and because these people need to be woke. I just want to say
man.
doing your efforts.
Okay, man. Okay, man. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that, and thanks for the call, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Salute to the caller. Shout out to D-Rock, Tolly, and Shy with the super chats. Make sure y'all like the stream. We're giving y'all some end of the week content. Hopefully y'all enjoying it so far. Said it was some echoing. I'm gonna have to update again. I'm gonna have to update the Skype. Once I update it, then it should hopefully be on the right track. Y'all see you, Miss Tech. Yeah, if y'all definitely go and watch it. Like, even before you watch my video, go watch the Red Table Talk episode. It's definitely riveting, if not cringy. Oh, of course they did numbers. That show definitely did numbers. Probably gonna be one of the highest rated shows on Facebook. Shout out to Facebook for having an exclusive. His album may not be doing well. I mean, he's going off on Twitter right now, so he's dealing with a lot. So it wouldn't surprise me if the album isn't doing well. Nobody's really been checking for August like that recently. He's not one of those artists that can just go away for a couple years and come back and drop music and people be like, oh, but I could be wrong. Yeah, but like the stream, people. Now, again, relationships can be difficult. I'm assuming not. From what I understand, marriage is difficult. I think men age themselves and stress themselves out very badly in these long-term marriages, especially with a woman who's very demanding and very domineering and is trying to pull rank on these guys. A lot of these guys just they take it, they deal with it. They go, they work, they come home, then that's basically their routine. They get into a routine, and the thing is, a lot of women don't want to be in a routine anymore, so they get out of those marriages. Well, if his album tank, it explains what's going on social media right now. Yeah, that's why he's going off, you know. Listen, telling everything don't work, man. It don't work these days unless people check it for you, man. Yeah. And I think August needs to get himself in the right place. Like, maybe he is, you know, but it just seems like from what I'm seeing today, he's not in the right place right now. He's just not in the right place. And a lot of these couples don't break up easy, especially if they've been together for a long time and they benefit from being together. You know, Will Smith gets his family, which actually helps him get roles. Y'all may think that that's not true, but it is. A lot of these black men, especially in Hollywood, that are married, it helps them get roles in Hollywood. It does. It also makes them marketable. It makes them get, you know, more endorsements because they're family men. Family men in general get more endorsements and more roles in TV and in movies because, you know, they're seen more as family men, or they're going to take their job more seriously somehow, you know. But a lot of guys should not stay in marriages where it's going to stress them out, you know. No, just don't. You know, you don't really have to do that. But a lot of guys put up with that for whatever reason. Because they really want to keep the marriage together. For the most part, it's the women that are getting these divorces.
The content you bring is illogical and truthful. Keep it going, brother.
Thank you, Antonio Lee. Shout out to you, man. These marriages, again, it helps the brand. But sometimes you have to look at your health and your mental. You got to look at that, you know? Because if you don't, it's going to erode and it's going to be beyond repair until where, you know, you're just going to become erratic and you're going to become depressed. You know, August was a good time. And I think he figured out that nothing was going to come of it. And, you know, he sold himself a dream. August Alsina sold himself a dream, okay? He sold himself a dream that was not to be. And he realized that. And I think that he doesn't like it, to say the least, you know? But that's why you never sell yourself a dream, man. You fall in love with women that are married, that have been married for a long time, that aren't looking to leave that situation. They need somebody to help them in that moment, to give them comfort. But they're still going to go back to their husband. Hold on, let me show this from Twitter. Hold on, because they are going absolutely in on this situation, man. Let's see. Look at this, man. Look at what I came across, man. Wow, man. This goddamn Will look here, shaking my head. What the fuck do you do when this shit happens? LOL. Nah, it's not funny shit. This is why you gotta ask a bitch, hey, you ever sucked the dick by accident? 2, have you ever slipped and fell on a dick? 3, have you ever wondered what's the big deal? I just want to play with him. I'm still coming home. This thing is everywhere. This thing is everywhere, man. I had to go back to this, man. This sums up that whole interaction, man. This sums it up. This sums up that whole thing, man. Like, the Will that we once knew is gone. You know? The Will Smith we knew is almost pretty much gone. And he's dealing with the pain afterwards. And the pain is that everybody knows that his wife was with another guy while they were together. And Will Smith knows that it wasn't when they took a break. Yeah, they took a break, but didn't they get back together quickly? Didn't quickly after that they got back together? And she may have still been dealing with August and was publicly with this guy, taking photos with this guy, out and about with him while she was helping him heal. You know, that's a different type of healing. You know, that's a very different type of healing. But this pic pretty much sums up Will. Like, have we ever seen Will like this? Ever? Never seen Will Smith like this. But these type of situations have a way of changing a man. I believe he's really upset that people thought that he would give his wife, give another man permission to get with his wife. I think that's what's really bothering him out of everything. Because if they were broken up and she got with somebody else, why would he be upset, right? Well, when the dude says that you gave him permission, that's a whole nother level of problems that he doesn't want, of ridicule that he doesn't want. And he's getting that ridicule right now on social media. People are just hashtagging poor Will. That's hashtagging right now.
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Started a friendship with August.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually became really, really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it all started with him just needing some help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Because for me, that was the thing when Og first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick, yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different resources,
Mm-hmm.
To help pull him through.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you...
He said he was done with her. I think he was too. Y'all remember that rumor that Will caught her with another man? I think that was close to the same time. Will caught her with another man, allegedly. When a dude says he's done from the 20 years he's had to hear you talk about your love for Tupac, and also the fact that you may or may not have been getting with another guy. So I can see how, at that point he was done. But look how she is with her words, man. You see how she is with her words? Because sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. A lot of dating coaches will tell a guy that, when you approach a woman, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. When you're taking your time to say certain things and you're speaking in a certain type of way, you can get any BS over in a conversation. You can get any BS over. And how convenient when this guy needs, healing, she's healing him right around the time her and Will break up. Ain't that convenient?
August got coochie whipped. Whip that coochie! Exclamation mark.
Reset that, Tolly.
I still respect Will as a hard worker and he's a phenomenal actor. But my dog is going out bad.
Sid Wanda, appreciate that. Yeah, he's not looking too good out here, man. Let's play a little bit more of this. Her spinning and bending.
Kick me.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to
Jay, what do you think is going to happen to them now that this is out in the open?
Well, unless something else comes out, right? Unless August comes out with more, things, more information comes to light that is unbearable for Will, I could see them still being together for a little while longer. But I do think that a breakup may be inevitable, but it may be her seeking a divorce, not Will. Some women like to be able to brag and say they left the relationship and not the man, because no woman wants to be left. I'm telling you right now. So it could be a situation where she makes that move, to leave. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see where, she may want to leave that situation before he does.
Separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
We were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there...
He said that, like, what did you do, Jada? Like, he's, like, disappointed, but he's, like, letting her explain herself. But you can tell he's disappointed. I mean, I would be too, man. I'd be ready to leave if I have to hear about how you got with a guy we was trying to heal or you was trying to heal. How convenient. Women are always grooming the next guy. Trust and believe. Now, sometimes in the process... that situation may not work out, so she'll scrap it and, move on. But there'll be times where you have women that will groom a guy for a relationship, and once their previous marriage or relationship is over, they will get into a relationship with them because they've been grooming them. You know what I'm saying? Building trust, so to speak. Getting comfortable with them. Just so they can seamlessly get into another situation, because you got women out there that don't like to be single. But there's a level of, I can't believe you did this, but explain to the people what you told me.
As time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. And one thing I want to get clear about and clean up, one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is... the only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we...
By the way, I just want to say, Jada is loving every minute of this because it builds up her profile and her show. She wants to be sort of like the spiritual Wendy Williams without having to be as messy. But she's brought on people on her show that's been accused of messiness, But, this is all about Jada, man. And this is all about her using her super famous husband in order to build up her show, which she has done numerous times. Siphoning off his notoriety in order to build up what she does. And I will hope that I think Will knows that, but I hope he will understand that that's what this is about. That is what this is about. I'm not saying her and, August are speaking to each other, but using this opportunity as a way to build up the show,
We were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I think so. I mean, because this is your red table and you brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah. And then I got into an entanglement with...
An entanglement. Word of the day. Entanglement. How many of y'all are waiting for a song called Entanglement? Some R&B singer or rapper gonna make a song about, probably R&B singer make a song called Entanglement. That's the word of the day. Okay, do you know how many people are gonna be running this word into the ground. A lot of people, they're gonna be running this word entanglement into the ground. How do you get into an entanglement? Why don't you just say you was in a relationship? You were dating. You were screwing. You were giving your time. Entanglement, that's a nice way of saying she was boning another guy, allegedly. But I guess entanglement is like a bit of a new word nowadays. Entanglement. We could just use the word entanglement nowadays. Entanglement this, entanglement that. Was you cheating? Oh, it was an entanglement. We were entangled. Yeah, it's not necessarily cheating, but it's an entanglement. But it's not cheating. But it's an entanglement. That's what it is. Nothing else going on except an entanglement. That's all it is. We're entangled with each other. Hold on. I may take one more phone call and that's it. Hold up.
August, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken.
Oh.
Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that.
Okay. Whatever makes you feel good, okay? Whatever makes you feel good at the end of the day. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure that y'all like the stream because y'all are on Jada Black Live. Salute to everybody that's here. All right. Oh, yeah, and while y'all are here, make sure y'all subscribe to my other channel, Basic Social Politics. Go over there and subscribe. All right. She's not leaving Will. No, she's definitely not leaving Will right now. At least not right now. Yeah, I'm taking one more phone call.
She not leaving Will. Her market value is done.
Nah. The only way she'll leave Will if it's a situation where she wants out. She wants to do her own thing. Thank you, Ednice. Yo, what's going on?
What's up, Jay?
Nothing much. What's up?
Oh, man, this is one of the best lives, man. I was listening to it at work.
Okay.
Yeah, man, this is kind of an L for all the dudes today. Because Will Smith, man, he just threw his whole legacy from Fresh Prince to Men in Black to Independence Day.
She build up her show to pay off that
She let Jada
divorce.
finesse him. I think you've been you've been following this for a while.
Yeah. Well.
And when she told, we're old enough to remember Tupac. I'm glad that, me and you, we should be old enough to remember Tupac. He had everybody from Jasmine guys to Tony Braxton, Janet Jackson, and Jada. And guys like Will Smith always presented that. And so now since Pac's not gone, he thought that he could feel that energy. And it backfired.
Yeah, he thought so. And maybe all these years later, he's realized that he couldn't fill that void,
Ooh, that's just the worst feeling. Now, Jada, this is my thing with Jada. Now, I don't know too much about her mom, but Jada, you guys are going on almost on the third generation with Willow. And how she's trying to play men and manipulate men, that's what I meant in my comment. You're not really setting Willow a good example because Willow is a very pretty girl, and she may not be up for the game, but she's getting bad examples for what her mom's doing. I just want to know what you think about that.
Willow does her own thing. So, she's not in no messy relationship. She's not bouncing from dude to dude. So she may be eccentric in how she carries herself, but she's not out here embarrassing herself for anybody in her family.
Yeah, I remember she had a little music career. But I agree with Beth that man, Beth made the best point of the whole day. Will Smith had a good wife with Ty's mom, and when he left that, well,
yeah, and then he regrets it to this day. He even admitted it.
yeah. So Will Smith's ex, his first wife, looking pretty good. And, hey, so Keke Palmer, is she like going bad on August?
No, from I've only seen a little bit of, but he responded to her, saying they weren't in a relationship, and basically put on blast about certain things. I don't know, but you can go check it out. It's on Twitter.
All right, I'm gonna go check it out. I don't have a Twitter account. I use somebody else's to look what's going on.
All right.
Whew. Anyway, good luck, Will, man. This is, definitely some good therapy. I hope he hears it. But, yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say, man. Red Pill, stand up. Thank you for all the work, Jay.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, bro. All right. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. We want the likes to go up. I want to see at least, we got 300 here now. I want to see at least 300 likes. 300 likes would really suffice. I see they got Margaret Robbie trending. Yeah, people thought that he cheated with Margaret Robbie. Yeah, that's definitely. Listen, man.
Petition on the phone. Let's finish this conversation.
Oh, hold on. Let me put this on the screen.
Let's finish this conversation another time. I have your competition on the phone. Let's finish this conversation another time. I have your competition on the phone. Let's finish this conversation another time. I have your competition on the phone.
I always thought Will Smith was effing all his female co-stars. Ava Mendes, Margaret Robbie, Regina King, Charlize Theron, Garcelle Bufas. All these chicks in the movie. A birthday kiss for the birthday boy, Will Smith. You better take this down for Jada to go on the Twitter rant. Bring it. Wow. This is messy. Now this messy. Come on, Garcelle. Garcelle, why are you out here being messy? This is the kind of things that, this gets people wondering. Did Will Smith smash? Because y'all got to understand, a lot of these chicks want to get with Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? So he may or may not have piped these women down. But come on, man. She could. Now people gonna say, "Oh, well, she's joking, Jane." I mean, listen. There's truth in most jokes. Okay, there's some truth there, but come on, man. This is messy, man. Okay, that's why Jada won't leave. Jada won't leave because she already know there's gonna be a lot of other women who are gonna be right there to want to get with Will. Melvin Rogers, these men. Right. And this is Margaret Robbie, if y'all don't know. Oh man. Yeah, this is the woman that he may or may not have been smashing. Would you blame Will Smith? Would you blame Will Smith? You know? Yeah, Umar Gills always be funny. Jay, are you going to be in any entanglements this weekend?
Jay, are you going to be in any entanglement this weekend?
I don't believe so, because being in entanglement means that you are getting into a situation, maybe because you're in the situation, so you're getting in an entanglement when you shouldn't be in it. So I don't think I'm gonna be in any entanglements, quote unquote, you know. Yeah, most of these chicks are trying to get at Will Smith. I've always said alleged. You know, I'm not saying he's smashing these chicks. It's still alleged, but it's out here that people are assuming. You know? But she's trending heavy on Twitter right now. Will Smith after taking down allegedly taking them down. But I'm telling you right now, Will Smith would not be short on women that he could get with if he breaks up with Jada. Jada ain't gonna let that happen. Women will stay in that relationship because they don't want you to get with no other woman, especially a woman that they deem to be attractive. Ain't no way they gonna allow that to happen. They rather just stick it out with you instead of getting into a relationship. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. If you're new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Giving y'all good content going into the weekend. All right. But yeah, man, shout out to all the super chatters, man. Shout out to everybody that's here. You know, the callers. It's a really good show, man. Much appreciation from me to you. Okay. Yeah, man, it was just. Yeah. But salute to the chat, moderators and members, man. I definitely want to come on and really, you know, speak on this, you know what I'm saying? Particular topic again, because I did a video on it. I'm contemplating putting up the August Alsina video after the stream. So I may put that video up after the stream, man. I think I have to. I can't wait to put it up. I got to put it up. I got to hear my commentary. I may have to add some stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, just salute to everybody, man. Y'all have a very good weekend. Okay, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Definitely Twitter, because I'm very active. Also, you can email me. Where's the email? Email's in the description. Okay. Y'all can always send me an email for video topics, live videos, or just video content. Make sure y'all go and check out my off YouTube podcast. I have an off YouTube podcast. I got something special in the works this weekend. I'm going to bring somebody on with me, okay? And we're going to have a discussion. I think y'all really going to like it, all right? So y'all take care, and y'all have a very good weekend, all right? I'll see y'all in the next one.
Ooh.